right, white boy.
I guess.
Oh, and a little table. A little coffee table.
Little cafe. Maybe in Italy?
Yep. The title looked Italian.
All right.
Yep, Italian flags on the stuff. Ooh, another aggressive opening. I like it. I'll go straight back firing with you.
Oh yeah, so going back to what I was talking about, the art teachers. In elementary school, actually, she was okay. I'm not going to call her great or even good, but okay. My problem there was it would normally fall around my math class, because I would go once a week. So it would normally be like 11 or whatever, and that was during my math period. So, and that one, my math teacher, whose name I no longer recall, she gave me a hard time about that. It's another one where she made it abundantly clear how she felt that I missed her class an hour a week.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, I'm going to learn in other ways than your math class. Like, is it really that much of a bother? That's nuts to me.
Yeah, I was 9 or probably 9, and even at that age, you're still impressionable. So, you still kind of want to please your elders, if you want to say that.
Exactly, yeah.
And I would go to my art class feeling like garbage because of her.
Yeah, you just like, that automatically puts a bad taste in your mouth, and it's like, oh, why you have a bad mood, and then you don't want to talk about it, and then the other teacher doesn't get why, kid doesn't want to show up. It's stupid.
Yep, it wasn't until I got at my high school. In high school, I was part of an art program that was taken seriously, and it was an actual class I could go to, not just something I would take once a week or twice a week. And I have to say, I'm going to go ahead and say his first name. Or rather his last name. It was Mr. Calloway was his name. God rest his soul. And
is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he rekindled my love of art.
Nice.
Because he didn't make me feel bad for wanting to do things. A lot of my art I did, in fact, was I should move him. I can't move him. Why can't I move him?
Because the knight's right there, blocking another move. You have to move the knight.
Oh yeah, so.
And then
most of my art at the time.
I shouldn't have taken.
Most of my art at the time was sword and sorcery stuff. I was really into that. I had just read The Lord of the Rings, and yeah, super into the whole sword and sorcery fantasy, high fantasy thing. And so a lot of my pictures were that. It was wizards and dragons, and he was fine with it. He did not try to tell me, hey, I don't want you to draw this or paint this. I want you to do this instead. I want you to do what I want you to do. No, it's whatever I want to do, as long as I am properly applying the techniques that were taught to me.
Exactly, yeah.
And hell, he encouraged it. He made me feel like I was fine liking whatever I was into. If I wanted to draw Pokemon, sure. Just use the techniques that were taught. Now that was a teacher. A real art teacher.
Yeah, it's mainly encouraging, It's not all about, like, having to learn what they have to learn that's mandated by the school. Like, learning this certain amount of facts and information, It's about curbing the desire for knowledge and making sure that they desire what they desire and that it's true, that they want to find it out.
Yeah.
Something more basic than just getting test scores. I don't get it.
Yeah. And I mean, of course you have the sometimes you have those teachers, they're just older, so they don't get what you're into, and because they don't get what you like, it's not real art, or it's worthless. And yeah, so if they're not into what you're into, it's worthless or whatever. And he may not have necessarily been into what I liked, but that didn't matter to him.
Yeah, as long as you liked it.
Yeah, and as long as I was passionate and was learning, that's all that mattered.
Exactly.
Um,
That's why I like the art classes too, because it was the freedom to do what you want. Like in Gifted and Talented, like playing those games online that they had, that like just like made you move fast or like made you remember stuff. Like that's good learning. Like that keeps your mind fresh and like makes you more aware of stuff. And that's a better lesson than what you can teach in any math class sometimes.
and let's face it, as far back as my elementary school years, math was my weakest subject, and I had no interest in it. I appreciate it more today than I did then, but I was never going to use anything outside of basic multiplication and division.
Exactly. No one really has to anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, art and other forms of art, not just fine art, there's just so many things in it that you can apply to everyday life. That's maybe why it always spoke to me, because it was a way of art was my life. It wasn't just a hobby or a thing I did in school. Now, of course, that's changed. I'm less of an artist now, and my interests have gone elsewhere. But it never left me, I guess,
Yeah.
for the most part.
I'm trying to think about what move to make.
What about you and your music, though? I mean, when did that happen? Like, when did you start taking more than a simple interest in music?
It was about 2 weeks into my second semester at LSU. I was just doing all the schoolwork and thinking about how I did not feel fulfilled at all. Like in high school, I was like in choir and in drumline, so I was still doing it. And like I didn't realize how big of a part of my life it was until I wasn't doing it. Like I didn't make the drum line at LSU because I was going for snare and they kept the whole snare line, so there was no way I was making that. And I just didn't have any musical outlet anymore. So I just became unhappy, and then once I realized that it was like not doing anything musically that made me unhappy, that's when I decided that it was like a light switch went off. It was like I can't be doing this. Like I can't. I would, if I continued with that music, with like that medical career, there would be no time for music. Like if I really wanted to be like the best doctor that I wanted to be and like put 100% into it, I would have to let go of music, which I couldn't do. So then I just decided that I had to like switch schools. Like I couldn't do it anymore. So it was like the second to last day before the drop day that I decided. So I just dropped all my science classes and just took a bunch of gen eds that I could carry over.
That was at LSU?
Yeah, that was at LSU. And then Loyola has an excellent music program, and then they teach you a lot about the business too, which is more important than the music stuff actually. So that's very good that I made the choice, and that also they offer that unique program there too.
Yeah, boy, I could go on forever about how colleges teach you the material more or less, but they don't really tell you how to find work with it,
Yeah.
Like the whole point of college is not just to get a degree, but to get your career started. And they don't do that. College is more like high school 2.0. We're going to teach you stuff from books, but that's it. We're not going to, network or anything, introduce you to important people. You pay us and we will teach you this, this, and this, and good luck with what you do with it.
Yeah, that's what's different about Loyola too, is they actually have classes dedicated to teaching you like how to make money when you're not making money, you know? Like other than just having a job where you're earning wages. Like just trying to pull money out of anywhere with everything you got, you know? That's what you have to do nowadays. If you're working by yourself, you have to find any revenue source you can.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality you live in. Unless you have somebody handing money to you, that's really nice, but you know, not everyone has that.
You remember that video we saw the other day about the whole college scam? How they don't pay taxes on their property or anything like that. And
Oh yeah, just and the ludicrous, stupid amounts of money that they make, like just off of the population of Loyola, and the price of tuition. I'm not counting room and board. I'm not counting endowments. I don't know those figures. Loyola makes $186 million a year off of tuition. You can't, and the school says it's poor. You cannot tell me that you are poor when you're working with only $186 million off of tuition. Like, when Harvard makes more money than some countries, you can't tell me that the educational system isn't poor.
I mean,
it just has to be used correctly.
Apparently they can, if the money they make and currently have, they could stop making money today, and if they paid for every student's tuition, they could do it for the next century.
100 years. 100 years.
Yeah. Oh, I get fired up when I think about all that.
Exactly, yeah. It just makes you so angry when you actually look at some of the facts about it. Like, it's just insane. It's just insane.
And even the lowest university, the people who own that are still making obscene amounts of money. It's not like, I mean, I'm not going to say that there are a whole bunch of universities in this country that are nowhere near what Harvard makes, but they're still making so much, a disgusting amount of money.
Yeah.
And kids, they leave college with what? They're often, I think the average is $30,000 in debt.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be way more than that.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is there's a trickle down effect to that. That means fewer people are going to be buying cars. They're going to be fewer people buying houses, so the housing market's going to go down.
That's less money to donate into the economy and more money to donate to Sally Mae.
Yeah, God. Ugh.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know.
That's the economy they put us in. That's what we're forced into. They said you got to go to college to get a good job. You have to go to college to succeed in life. Oh, but by the way, you're going to be in debt for half of the rest of your life. Good luck.
I'm making a stupid move here, but
kick it off. Let's do this. You just opened up my king, so yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We are even now. You were kind of ahead before, but I had a good position, but now this is kind of even. Well, you don't have a lot of pawns.
If it wasn't for your rook, I'd be in good shape, but your rook is stopping me.
Yeah. I do have a lot of pawns as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna bite me in the ass. That's fine. You know what? I'm used to it.
I'm just gonna do that.
I got lucky with school, actually. Tops covered most of it for me, but let me focus on this.
Yeah, Tops. I mean, in Louisiana, Tops is a program that will. It's like a grant program, basically. That it gives you awards based on your GPA and your ACT score, and if you go to a state school, it pays for basically almost all of your tuition if you go to a state school. And if you go to any school that's not technically a state school in the state, you get a certain amount of money per semester based on your high school GPA. Doesn't matter what your college GPA is, you get the same amount, even if your college GPA is poo-poo like mine.
Yeah, well, they're starting to change some of that now. I think
Yeah.
TOPS is on the way out.
Yeah, TOPS is on the way out because it was just it was funded. It was like a big trust fund basically.
Yeah.
So when you stop funding that, and then people keep drawing from it, it's obviously going to go down. And then when a lot of people rely on that, it's going to cause it's going to cause a lot of problems in this state, especially because a lot of kids that go to those big schools like LSU and ULL rely on TOPS. Like they rely on that to go to school and to not be so far in debt. If they take that away, Louisiana's going to be even stupider than they are now.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would do that.
Oh, did I walk into a trap? I
Yeah.
sure as hell did.
Nice one. I'm just gonna do that.
Oh yeah, but TOPS covered it for the most part with me. There was one point where I had to spend I think it was somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000, maybe just a little bit more. But one year at work, I got a big bonus that I was absolutely not expecting, and I used it to pay off my loans.
Nice. That's fucking smart. That's what I'm gonna do. If I ever get like a big advance or like some big fat paycheck, I'm just gonna put it towards that because I'm gonna be so far in the shit for so long that I just want to get it out the way as fast as possible. Like I would rather live like this now if I'm making like decent money and pay off my debts and get it out the way than like buy a house early and live with all that debt for the rest of my life. I would much rather do that.
Yeah, that hurts your credit score. You need
exactly. Dude, I checked my credit score because I get quarterly free credit scores from Sally Mae. My credit score is pretty damn good, dude. Pretty fucking good. I was happy. Like it's 300 to 850, right?
Yeah.
Mine's 662. I was like, hey, I'm an adult with a good fucking credit score. Look at that. Oh, I'm coming full-fledged at you, boy. Bang.
Ooh. I'm not happy with this.
This ain't good for you.
Ooh,
that would not be good for you. Don't do that.
Wouldn't.
Don't do that.
Ah.
Yeah, you're in the shitter now, buddy.
Why do I suck so much at this game?
You just haven't played in a while, dude. It's fine. There you go. I was about to say. That was my mistake.
I was too busy looking at the king. I'm trying to think of where can he go to be safe.
Yeah, it's not many places at this point.
Come on, pawn. Keep me safe. Protect your king.
Do I want to do this endgame crap? Or do I want to...
This is right around the part where the Reigns of Castamere play.
Just gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna go get those other pawns.
Ooh, ew. You know what? No, that would be terrible. That would be a bad move.
Just have these fucking double
Gotta
pawns.
buy
man.
time.
There you go. That was very smart, actually, Ben. That was very fucking smart. Definitely want to break up those. If you have two pawns next to each other in endgame, you want to break those up. You want to try to break those up. Because if you get a king nestled in those pawns and you know how to work them right, you can take those pawns all the way to the end.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that double pawn is really fooking me because I don't have a good support system to get that pawn to the end.
No, actually that could be okay. Yeah, that could work still.
Ooh.
getting sweaty.
Sweaty.
Hands are getting clammy. I want to win, damn it!
Alright, let's go.
2 kings. We'll fight.
I mean, it would be hard if you won. I mean, we'll see how these rooks play out. If you somehow get my rook, then we're gonna have some issues. But I'd say a draw is looking good for you right about now.
Wait, we'll settle this like the old ways. 2 kings, one against one. Leave the army out of it.
Yeah, let's leave the army out of it.
So, are we serious?
Yeah.
2 kings? All right, 2 kings going at it. That was a bad choice of words, but
Oh, I thought you were gonna take it, and then I was gonna go get a queen.
oh,
But that's cool.
I thought we were just letting the army.
I'm not gonna take that in spirit.
Well, yeah, just let the queens watch.
Or the rooks, you mean?
Oh, that's right.
All right,
Damn,
I'm
that
giving
would've
you
been-
this move to move your rook. All right.
Shit, I'm so stupid. I thought I thought that was a queen, not mine, but I thought yours was a queen, and I'm like,
I love how I'm making that threat when you can just take my rook and I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna do that.
there was one point where I think I could have taken you, and I didn't because I'm like, oh, I can't.
No, no.
Or I didn't make a move because I figured if I go diagonal, he's gonna.
Oh
get...
yeah, so maybe something like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking funny. Yeah, maybe how the pieces look, kind of. But I mean, there is 2 rooks on the board. They look the same, so yeah, that's kind of on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that bishop I have too. So yeah, I really have an advantage. I was treating it like a pawn.
Are we just leaving the others out of it, or we're still gonna play this normal?
I mean, no, we're this is full-fledged war mode now, but there's a one turn truce due to the confusion.
Ah. Well, actually, that can work since you're not a queen. Gotta get it in my head that it's a frickin' rook and not a queen.
All right, let's go.
Now I'm just sort of stuck with that.
This is gonna be slow and painful. This is gonna be, dude. We're gonna have to get Juan to just like speed this part up and then like keep our audio the same, so we can just get through this shit. Cause this is gonna be, this is gonna be a while. This is gonna be a long step up.
Oh, it's like I can't do anything. I can't take anybody without making a mistake.
Yeah, I'm just about to end this too. I just realized I could just do that. Bye bye.
No.
Uh-oh.
Check. Remember when I said check? I may have misspoke.
What? You didn't take the bishop?
What?
Why didn't you take the bishop?
I don't know.
You should have taken the fucking bishop. Well, then you would have got taken, true. Yeah, I guess that wasn't... Yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. Shouldn't have advised that. You're in check, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I think this is
You're
a
pretty much-
pincer
You're
movement
pretty much
here.
cooked. What would be stronger?
Oh, my...
That would be
I was gonna say my goose is cooked. I've never had cooked goose. Now I kind of want one.
I don't think I have either, actually.
I'm just gonna keep running.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm not a religious man and I don't normally pray to you, but if you're up there and you can hear me, help me, Superman.
Ow! Hey, stop checking. Don't check my vibe, bro. Just gonna play this back and forth crap, I'll end this.
Well, it seems we've reached an impasse.
Nah, we've reached the
haven't?
checkmate.
Oh!
One more?
Guess so.
I mean, we don't have to if you don't want to. But we can if you want.
Maybe not today.
You dead three's enough?
Yeah, well, Live to fight another day.
All right. Well, thank you for witnessing that stomp down. We both haven't played in a while, but I trained a little bit longer, so I still remembered some more moves, so, that's fine. Sometimes you need a good beating every now and then.
Sometimes.
And we had a good talk as well, and that's what was more important. More important than all of this was the thoughts we shared and the love that we have for all of you guys for watching.
Yeah, all one of you.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys and one girl. Have a good night or day. See you later.
Bye.